right at the end, when the whole body of work had been photographed, I left the paintings there for a few hours, and they were all precariously lent on the table, enough so that a goanna made its way into the studio and knocked them over. Certain scratch marks were made on the linen on the canvas. So I had to rework quite a few of those paintings. And what I found was interesting was, in the process of doing that the integrity of the work didn't seem to change when I removed those impasto marks. In some way it added something, because it made me realize that it's not a contrived thing, it's something which happens naturally, and it's connected to the natural gestures of making marks. So I did add to it, I worked back into it, but it was sort of reassuring to find that no matter how bad a situation is, or how much you're affected by things emotionally, that there is always this calming sort of reassurance in the background that things will be okay, that the process will work through, and that we can kind of find some sort of reassurance in what I do, which is to paint, that I can have a confidence in that. I can have a confidence in my orchestration of mark making.
And what, in a sense, that it'll work out in the end? Is it that sort of idea?
That it doesn't need to be, that the thought of failure is not as threatening. The thought of death, or the thought of losing something, is not as intimidating as it once was. It becomes a sort of a connection to a cyclical thing, a cycle, or a being part of something, rather than just being an individual, that you're part of a collective. And I think in this body of work, the gestures seem to be more collective marks rather than an individual focus. There tends to be movement of the mass, as it were.